Freddie Rubino here for News and Coffee, brought to you by Bean and Brew Coffee and Tea.com. Get yourself this weekend. Say, you know what? I'm going to enjoy the best coffee I can have. Get the promo code up there. Buy one bag. You will be hooked. Buy two. Get the regular roast. That's organic and no chemicals. And then get yourself one of the flavors that are amazing. Here's to you, everybody. Now, sometimes when I do the news, I'm eating eggs. And people say, Freddie, how do you make those eggs? I make eggs. It's scrambled eggs. Not cots. But people want to see it, so I'm going to do it while I'm doing the news. Okay? First, we're going to put 2 eggs in here. Okay? By the way, the news is that New York City has sunk to an all-time low. 2 eggs. Okay? They are letting the illegal migrants, mongrels, I should call them. Let me throw this out. To attack New York City police officers. Okay? They let it happen because when they arrest them, they release them and they let them leave New York City. All right. 2 eggs and a splash of milk. I like cream. Look. That's it. Maybe a tablespoon and a half. It smooths them out. Now you can mix it. You can mix it with a fork, but I like to whisk it because what you want to do with fluffy eggs is, number one, you want to make sure it's completely scrambled. You know the white part? Sometimes it sticks. You see that? No good. You got to whisk it good, and that's what makes it fluffy with the cream. See what I'm saying here? It's not just break a few eggs. Okay, so you mix it as good as you can. You put the oven on a little heat, and then I put some butter in the pan. A good butter. Okay, I'm from New York. It's called butter. B-U-D-D-E-R, butter. Okay, we put some butter in there and grease that pan like it's Weezer. Grease it like it's Weezer. Okay, so here's the problem with your eggs to make it like this. You have to do it. Don't just scramble them in 2 seconds. What you have to do is have it on low heat and keep scrambling for a while. Okay. So I put it down low, the heat, and I put the eggs in, squeegee it, like it's the homeless guy at a red light. Okay? And now you just keep scrambling. Low. If you see it starts making the eggs quick, reduce the heat. Okay? This was a little hot to begin with, so already it's starting, so I put the heat down. Okay, so if you think that New York City is shit now, wait. Now that all of these illegal immigrants, who are all criminals anyway, because sneaking into the country is a criminal offense, they are now emboldened. They say now, hey, as long as 5 or 10 of us stick together and a cop comes, we could pummel them. We could pummel them and they're going to let us go. Look, you see how it's coming here? It's like custard. See that? See? You got to keep doing that. Keep doing it like custard. I like them wet. Wet and loose like your sister at a bar mitzvah. Sister at a bar mitzvah. Okay, that's a little Shabbos joke for my Jewish friends. Anyway, so if you think it's bad now, let me tell you something. The kids, these migrants come from South America where the cartels operate. The cartels are billionaires. They are funding the worst gangs this country has ever seen. Ever. Now, you say, oh, Freddie, there's bad neighborhoods now. Oh, these black neighborhoods, they're nothing compared to what's going to happen. Now that they know that the police have absolutely a little higher, because you say, look, See how it's going? So now it's like pudding or porridge. Now that they know that they can do anything they want and assault a police officer, next it's stabbing and shooting police officers. And I can tell you right now, these bad neighborhoods in the black neighborhoods, there's a few kids selling guns and drugs. They're violent as ever. Don't get me wrong. But they're not backed by a billionaire cartel. They're just the neighborhood thugs. Getting some drug money, getting some gun money, a little prostitution. But these gangs are going to be mega funded. Okay? It's like the Democratic Party on steroids. And you're going to see in the near future, if nothing is done, the worst crime activity this nation has ever seen. So look at this. Now it's almost looking like oatmeal. Okay? I like to add a little salt at this point. Woo! Beautiful. Okay? And you keep going until it gets to the consistency. Now let me tell you something. These people in France and England, they eat it like this. I need it a little tighter than that. No offense. But, you know. So now we keep stirring, and now you can see there's no, like, big pieces. You just keep it like that. To make things worse, they're on their way to California on a bus. We can't stop them. California can't search every bus looking for them when they show up. Nothing was done. It's a collaboration between two democratic states to the downfall of society. California, New York. Send them to California. Nothing happened to them. Now at the end run here, we go a little bit harder and we end this. So, now that they know that, hey, I could just go to California, could you imagine what California and LA are going to turn into when every crime syndicate in the United States and every big city knows that just go to California and you can get away? Listen to me. Get out of New York. Get out of California. Move to a suburb. Look it up. Google it. See who has very low crime. Get out. Move there. Even if you can't buy a house, rent. Because it's going to turn into the killing fields. Now look at this. Look how fluffy these eggs are. Look at this. You see, they're a little wet. Now I shut the heat off. Just the residual heat in the pan. And now it's just to my liking. Look how fluffy those eggs are. A little cream. Make sure you whisk it so that all the whites are broken up, and don't overcook it. And don't forget to have some amazing coffee with it. Oh, these are the simple pleasures in life. While the world's turning upside down and the inner cities are turning into killing fields, crack a few eggs open. Look how beautiful, fluffy. When they're like this, they're just so smooth. Smoother than a gravy sandwich. If you ain't had eggs like this, try it one time. It is so smooth. There's nothing to chew. You just put it in your mouth and it just dissolves. This is the way eggs were meant to be. As it cools, they'll start coming together. But 2 or 3 eggs like this, take your time, cook them slow. Oh, I'm loving it. To all law enforcement all over the inner cities, please be careful. If you know that these neighborhoods are turned over to the vicious gangs, and as soon as you pull out your nightstick or a pepper spray, you're going to be fired, take the long way there when you get the call. Go a long way. You hit some traffic, get stuck in traffic. And by God, stick together. Stick together. Right or wrong, stick together. Because the whole city, the mayor, the DA, from top to bottom, are against you. The only protection you have is with each other. So, be careful. Come to Florida. Leave or don't do nothing. Okay, the migrants, there's a big migrant shooting. Take the long way. Go to Dunkin' Donuts first. I could actually eat 5 eggs like this without even blinking an eye. So, now when you see me eating the eggs on the shelf, you know exactly how to make them. Have a great weekend. Be careful out there. Support your local police. And buy yourself some coffee. Promo code GTF.